Packing the motorhome, our next journey, and we're going to be travelling over to Yorkshire and a place called Haworth. Is it overhyped? Is it what people are talking about? I believe it's got cobbled streets, beautiful bars, restaurants, but what else is there to do? And how expensive is it when you get there? Because sometimes these tourist traps, they cost you quite a lot of money. Now we're going to be staying up the road in a little place called Keighley, and it's a great little park called Upwood Caravan Park. Now you won't believe how much I got this for. It was an absolute bargain, and I'll tell you more about that when we get there. Look at that, a beautiful day. It's very rare that you get that. Right, we are ready to go. So it is around about just going to check on Google Maps how far it is for us to get to our campsite, which is 2 hours and 17 minutes to get there. So we're going to jump in the cab and get started up, and then we'll see you when we get there. Our destination today is around about 2 hours and 15 minutes. We are going to be travelling up via Preston on the A59, then towards Blackburn, and then heading over to our destination. Okay, so we're parking up. We just got it's a paying display, and this is on the Park for Night app. If you jump onto the Park for Night app, it's called Brontë Coach Park. Massive area here, you can see loads of space for parking motorhomes or coaches and things like that. And it is a paying display, which is, let's go and see what that is. I was having a look on the app. I think it's a couple of quid, but we'll see what the charges are. Up to 1 hour, £1, up to 2 hours, £2, up to 3 hours, £3. I think we'll go for £4. So they did say on the Park for Night app that you can actually park your motorhome here overnight, and I think it costs you an extra £1. There's a couple of motorhomes parked up now.
Mm-hmm. I saw this. When you're bald, can you have a bad hair day?
I have a bad hair day every day, love.
No, I mean when you're bald.
When you're bald? When you're bald, you don't have to worry about your hair, do you?
I never said we saw a bad hair day.
Well, I suppose you could have an itchy head day. So the village itself is full of lots of sort of eatery places, places to eat, lots of pubs. And there was quite a few sort of gift shops and souvenir shops as well. It's not good. So they sold out all the food yesterday at the Black Bull, so I wouldn't recommend going to the Black Bull for anything to eat, because they sold out of everything. Yeah, get some cola cubes, yeah. Have they got them? They will have them, haven't they? So it's just after the bank holiday, and a few of the places we went to, believe it or not, actually ran out of food. So I think our plan is we're going to head over to the campsite. It looks like a beautiful place, but we're going to head over to the campsite and we're going to see if we can get our pitch set up, and I think we might do a nice barbecue or something once we get over to the site. Go and get Lily and Kel. Found the Aldi, and then we'll get a barbecue for tonight. Okay, yeah, well, we'll get a little barbecue for tonight.
Turn right onto Blackmore Road. You have arrived.
Door is to the left. Motorhomes. Okay, so we're just going to head over to the reception. Looks like it's right on the top of a valley, this place. So our reception is just behind us here, and then we've also got a bar and an area for you to have something to eat as well. But let's have a little wander around the rest of the park and check out the facilities. So the park is broken into 3 different areas. You've got an area here which is a storage area for vans and stuff, so they tend to keep your van here. With rental on that, it's a monthly rental. Static caravans and the owners area, which is situated up by the reception area when you first come in. This is posh, isn't it? This is a dog wash only area, so you've got the a pet with you. That's a great little addition. We've got our waste bins, which is just over by our utility block as well. They give you these like little fobs to be able to get into the toilets. Let's have a little check out the toilet area, see what it's like. So, are they clean? Yeah, you know what? Pretty decent. We've got our shower areas here, which is a push button. Happy with that. How cool are these? These are the glamping pods that they have, which we're going to have a little check out and see what the cost of these are, but these look great, don't they? Let's have a little look at the glamping pods. They've got different ones. We've got these ones here, which are really basic. You can see inside, and you can quite see in there, but I think you bring your own bed in, your own stuff, and your own equipment and stuff. And then they've got, so this whole area is like a glamping area that they've got here, which is great. And then they've got like a little picnic area for if you're doing the glamping. How great is that? A couple of more pods up over here as well. So these ones are called the mega pods. Let's see if we can have a little look at a mega pod, see what it's about. I don't think anyone's in this one here. So again, really basic inside, but I don't know if you can quite see in there. You got a bed. There is I think there's some kitchen facilities. Again, really basic, but again, you know, nice little area. Your own divided area, and you're right by the utility block, which is just here. So the hard standing pitches, they're all pretty decent. There's a bit of a hill here on this side, but you got our static caravans here. We've got more glamping, the super pod. So these are called super pods. Let's have a little look at a super pod, see what it's like, if we can get in there. So these are the super pods. But let's have a little look and see if we can see them. I think these are occupied at the moment, so we won't be able to go in there, but we can see you get your own pod as well. and you got a view that looks out to that. How good is that? Alright mate, how much did you pay for these pods?
I can't remember, like 100 quid a night or something, I can't remember.
Yeah, that's still good though, isn't it?
But yeah, we bought this at a charity auction, so I'm not...
Did you? So the super pods, I believe, are £100 a night, and it includes a little shower as well. So £46 for the night for these, and you have to bring your own sort of like bedding and your own equipment and everything. But it also includes the electric as well. I'd actually say it's a pretty decent site, to be honest with you. It's really well laid out. You're a little bit high up on a valley, so it is a little bit windy, but we've got a gorgeous day today. Kids are off school at the moment, so there's plenty of kids here. There's a park area, you've got the glamping area there that starts at £40, and then you've got your super pods, which are £100. So all in all, pretty decent. The facilities are pretty decent, to be honest with you.
Can we get food on their barbecue?
Yeah, we'll get the barbecue on the go. Thought I left the barbecue at home. Hey.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Here we go. Let's get this ready. Setting up a barbecue. I put my plates on, get my flame on, that's up and going. And then we're going to use the grill. This griddle here, which is going to be for chicken, and this one's going to be for the beef. I've got a commie chef, which is just behind me here, and she's going to be helping me out a little bit, aren't you, Lil? She's not really. I'm going to have to do it all myself. We're going to have Nando's style chicken, I think. Do you fancy Nando's style chicken? Spicy burgers, and we've got nice brioche buns. We've also got a nice Caesar salad. So let's get this meal on the go. She's got one job to do and one job to do only. Can she do it properly?
She hopes.
She's got the halloumi to do and the chicken to do, and I'm going to do the salad here now. So let's get this salad sorted out. So we've got some nice leaf. Here we go. Pop it in. This is going to be our salad bowl. It's not ideal, but you have to improvise when you're in a motorhome. But we get that all in a pan like this, and then we can mix them all together, because we can basically mix that salad with a nice dressing, and we've also got some peppers and some onions that we prepared a little bit earlier. Only the best. Taste the difference. Caesar salad. Going to spice up the chicken with a little bit of peri peri Nando's sauce. Let's go. Let's get some of this on here. Nando's sauce.
I just got mine plain.
Okay, so who's having it with Nando's sauce on?
You.
I'll just
You
do
leave
two
mine
then.
plain. Yeah.
Just do two. Here's our finished dinner. Burgers. Kelly's got a nice big Subway.
Chicken.
Half stick, whatever. Lydia's got her burgers. Are they nice, Lil? Let's get stuck in. So I've come out this morning, left them to have a bit of a sleep in, and I thought I'd give a little walk across the Yorkshire sort of dales. I mean, look at the views. I mean, it's great. I had a little chat with someone in the reception this morning, and there's plenty of like sort of walking trails and paths here. I mean, you can see behind me, look at them views. I mean, you just can't beat them, can you? Fantastic. I've got the horses behind me here. So I'm just cutting through a field now, taking a little walk down the valley. There's a lot of fields in this particular area. Up over on the top end there, you've got the big valleys over there, which you can see. So again, I'd come back again. Probably bring the walking boots next time, and I bring the bikes as well. So there seems to be a few trails for bike riding as well. So yeah, all in all, if you are a bit of a hiker and you like to take a little bit of a walk, then I would recommend this particular area. This trip didn't cost that much. The campsite, £34.50. The barbecue for that food was 20 quid, and we spent around about £60 on our fuel. We drove 136 miles in total. It took us just over 4 hours. So all in all, it was a pretty affordable trip. And that was partly because when we went down into that town, we would normally eat out. We didn't get a chance to eat out because the restaurants were closed, because they said that because it was the bank holiday, they ran out of food. Now, there was 3 different places we went to that said that. Overall, I think the place is a little bit overhyped. You know, most of the shops are on the main street. There is a railway there, and there's also a museum that you can visit. But again, however, they were both closed due to the bank holiday. Again, crazy, because you think a bank holiday, you'd be open, wouldn't you? There's loads of tourism around, so I wouldn't be rushing back. I think I've seen nicer spots. The campsite, however, is absolutely excellent. It's got really clean facilities. We had that great kids play area there, lots of families knocking about. They had the on-site bar and the restaurant, which we didn't get to go and see, but it looked great. And also the reviews on Google, it's got top reviews, 4.7. Now the glamping, I checked with reception this morning. Now the standard sort of pod is £44.50 for a night. Those mega pods are around about £100 if you wanted to book it midweek. However, it is normally a 2-night stay, so you'd have to book it for 2 nights if you're coming over the weekend. Now the caravan storage as well, £45 for a minimum 6 months contract. So that's great if you didn't have anywhere to store your motorhome or your caravan. What a great place. Now, it's been a great and peaceful stay, and I must say that I would definitely come back again. Now, if you enjoyed this video, you need to hop onto the next one, because the next one we're going to be taking you up the road to Yorkshire to a luxury glamping and camping site, and you won't believe what I paid for a pitch there. And we're also going to be taking our bikes as well, and we're going to be riding ourselves down to the little town of Pickering, which will be really interesting. So anyway, for now, I'm going to say bye. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please do so. Also, give us the thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one.